Hey guys, happy Friday night. I hope that you had a great week. And I am plugging away at my daily coaching worksheet. And I wanted to share some tips with you about how I do it. Everybody's going to do it differently. You might get some awesome tips from Bria or from some other people in Success Fit. It might be something that's working for you, and that's totally cool. I just thought I would share some of the stuff that I'm doing. One of my sticking points in the past was starting new conversations with people. And I was generally just going right for the sale. If people like my post, I shoot them a message and be like, thanks for liking my post. Do you want to join my group? And it can be a little overwhelming for people. It can be a bit of a turnoff for people. It worked sometimes, but most of the time it didn't work. And so I struggled with getting out those kind of hey girl messages because I'm not great at small talk. So I found a way to make it work for me by connecting my starting new conversations or hey girl messages to adding new contacts and new friends. Now, previously, I was just adding new contacts and then not messaging them at all. And honestly, Bria had mentioned it in a team call a couple of weeks ago and was like, that's kind of creepy when people do that for me. And I never really thought about it that way, but I decided that it might be kind of creepy. So I've changed my role, and what I'm doing now is that when somebody accepts my friend request, I shoot them a message and say, hey, blah, 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 thank you so much for accepting my friend request. I really appreciate it. And then I find some commonality. So I'll say something like, I see you play roller derby. That's awesome. So do I. And I love connecting with skaters from all over the place. I hope you don't mind me adding you. And usually they'll be like, no, that's awesome. What team do you play for? And it'll start kind of a conversation. I try to throw a question in there, but most of the time it's tough because you're just like, hi, I don't know you. How are you? So finding some commonality and some common ground with whoever you're friend requesting. And usually we're getting mutual friends that we have some commonality with for a reason. So whether it's somebody that you go to school with or a parent of, one of your kids' friends or somebody that's, I don't know, in a group activity that you do, whatever way they kind of come across in your circle, find something to connect with them about and then shoot them a message. Another thing that I've been doing with starting new conversations is sort of going back to the people that have commented on my post from the day before and sending them a message. And I struggled with this in the past too because it seemed like the only people who liked my post were like my grandpa and my mom and people who are already challengers or already coaches or already told me no. So I had a tough time with this, but the more friends you add, the more people you interact with, Facebook algorithms are going to bump your posts up, and so more people are going to see it and start liking it. So what I do when somebody likes something is instead of shooting them right off of the bat, thanks for liking my post, do you want to join my group? Is I send them a message and I just say, and not scripted, more like you. I usually send them a message and I'm like, thank you so much for liking my post and for your support. It helps me not feel like a complete tool posting my workout videos. And I really appreciate it. And that's me, So while there are a ton of scripts out there, use them and tweak them a little bit so that they don't seem like scripts, right? So even if it's just throwing in a word like complete tool, it makes it a little bit more personal. Maybe you don't want to say tool, but I do. So that's what I'm doing for contacting people from yesterday's posts. And follow-ups is something that I do on a regular basis. And so I'll go back a couple of days in my worksheet and look at who the people are that I invited and follow up with them. So you're inviting 2 people a day. You should have at least 2 people to follow up with. The tricky thing is to not lose track of who you're contacting, because if you lose track of them and you don't follow up with them, then they may sign up with somebody else, or they may just be like, "Ugh, this girl never got back to me," so whatever. So try to keep track of those, and this worksheet is a great way to do that, because you just go back to Monday and go, who did I invite? Did she ever message me back? No, I'm going to shoot her a message now. So do that, and I think you'll be good. If you guys have questions, if you guys are struggling with some of this, I kind of pick away at this all day long. If it's easier for you to get it all done in half an hour and just bang it out, totally cool. If you need to work on it throughout the day, that's good. But I've got my stuff in a binder and I just take it with me. So if I end up sitting down for coffee somewhere for half an hour out of the house, I can just shoot off a couple of messages and check off a couple of names. I hope that you guys find this helpful, and if you have any questions or you're struggling with anything, let me know. Have a great Friday. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.